So one of the best features of Mac OS is Quick Look. But I'm surprised at how many people don't know about Quick Look or don't use it very often, or just don't know about all the different functionality inside of Quick Look. So let's take a look at it. It's basically the ability to look inside a file without actually opening it in an application. For instance, if you want to look at an image, you can select it, just click on it in the Finder, and then the simplest keyboard shortcut of all, just hit the space bar. Now there's two different ways to do it. I can tap the space bar once and it opens up Quick Look. A nice large view of whatever's in the file, in this case an image. And I can tap the space bar again to close it. But another way to do it is to tap and hold the space bar. And I'm still holding the space bar, and when I release it goes away. So it's a really quick way to look at what's inside a file. Now this works for other types of files as well. For instance, if I want to look in this PDF here, I can tap and hold the space bar and I can see there. If I tap once to bring up Quick Look, I can even browse the contents of this PDF here with this little sidebar here that shows all the pages. There's a close button. There's a enlarge button to make it even bigger. There's open with preview and the ability to share right here from Quick Look without opening up the file or doing something in the Finder. In Mojave there'll be even more up here. There'll be the ability to mark up a file. There'll be the ability in a photo to rotate it, things like that. Now you can do some other things as well. For instance, with photos you can select multiple photos. So I'm going to hold the Shift key to select multiple photos here. So 4 photos. Now I'm going to hit the space bar and I get the first photo just like before, except there's some new buttons at the top. There are these arrow buttons here and I can flip through those 4 photos back and forth. I can also tap this little grid button here and it brings up a grid of all the photos I have opened. It works with way more than 4 photos if you want. And you can select one and jump right to it. So you've got that as well. Also Quick Look will move with whatever it is you have selected in the Finder. So I'm going to select this icon here. And notice if I hit the right arrow key on the keyboard it goes to the next one over. I can go to the next one over there and I can go back with the left arrow key. Now if I activate Quick Look with the space bar and I do the same thing, you can't see it, but underneath I'm actually moving which file is selected. And you see the Quick Look window remains up. So if you have a whole folder filled with images you can simply use the arrow keys. Now if I do this in list view, so I know that up and down are the only options, it even works better. So now I can go up and down the list and it even shows me things like folders. Here's an RTF file. So I can go through all of this stuff and see what's inside these files. So Quick Look has a lot of really cool functionality to be able to quickly look inside files, see what's there, even show things that you don't need to open an app for. For instance, if you were doing a presentation and you wanted to show these images, you could show them just here using Quick Look and going through them without actually having to open them up in Preview or put them into a Keynote presentation or something like that.